The night they tried to erase me, I walked in, smiled, and made sure they'd never forget who I was. They said 7:30. No details, no emoji, not even a happy birthday. Just a sterile message from my son. Dress nice, we've got something planned. I should have known. Even the valet looked confused when I pulled up, like he was expecting someone else, like I was out of place. The suit, last worn at the divorce, still itched. Inside, everything gleamed. Jazz trickled through the air like someone whispering secrets. Waiters moved like they were trained to be invisible. But no table had my name, only a corner booth, and there she was, my ex-wife. Hair pulled tight, smile tighter. Beside her, him. Gregory. Crisp shirt, colder stare. The man who crept into my family like mildew in the walls. He waved, mock-friendly. Thought a more modest place might suit you better, he said, as if I'd just walked into the wrong life. I looked at him and laughed. Not because it was funny, but because it wasn't surprising anymore. I turned my back, walked to the host. Tell Luciana's uncle's here. The host froze, then straightened. Right away, sir. Some people remember who gave them their first break. Lucian was one of them. He didn't just find me a table. He cleared the best one in the house. I sat alone. Perfect view of the room. Linen napkins, crystal glasses. Silence, the kind that makes people uneasy. And that's when it really hit me. 2 months ago, we were still trying. Family dinners, group texts, a birthday cake last year. Both sons by my side. But then, the small shifts, missed calls, canceled plans. My daughter stopped saying Mom's husband, started calling him Greg. I let it slide. I thought maybe I was being paranoid. But dignity has a weight limit. At Daniel's graduation, I watched them, my kids, clump around Gregory like moths to a counterfeit flame. And when he placed a hand on my son's shoulder like he owned the moment, I knew. I was being replaced. Not erased in anger, erased in silence. That night I opened old photo albums, tiny hands gripping my fingers, birthday candles, laughter. Now I was just an outdated chapter in someone else's book. They weren't asking me for help anymore. No tuition requests. No calls about rent. I checked, quietly. Mia's tuition, paid. Daniel's new place, covered. I traced the money back, a forgotten linked Venmo account. Weekly payments, from G. Gregory wasn't helping. He was investing, in loyalty, in silence. But what really confirmed it? The reservation. I called the restaurant pretending to be my daughter. Just wanted to check the birthday table for Mr. Hayes. The hostess paused. No reservation under that name. That's when I stopped feeling sorry and started planning. Lucian, the owner, used to be a line cook when I ran a broken-down bistro. He was scared. Green. Always burning himself. I gave him a shot. He didn't forget. When I asked for the best booth, he gave it to me without hesitation. I watched them squirm when the waiter brought me a glass of rare wine, something not even on the menu. Gregory leaned toward my son, whispered. Daniel looked over, then looked away. The table they didn't reserve suddenly looked very small. Dessert came. Lucian himself placed it down, a dish he hadn't served in years. That's when Gregory stood, hands behind his back, like a politician delivering bad news. Nice spot, he said. I smiled, took a breath, and dropped the hammer. You ever hear of strategic starvation? I asked. He blinked. It's when you give someone just enough to keep them loyal, but never enough to make them whole. He stayed quiet. I saw what you did, the quiet charity, the way you fed them until they forgot my name. I slid a napkin across the table, a copy of Daniel's tuition, paid in full, signed. You didn't win them, I said. You bought convenience, you funded silence. I stood. Congratulations, they're yours now. I walked out. No dessert. No goodbye. Just the cold air and a clarity I hadn't felt in years. I adjusted my rearview mirror. and finally saw a man who didn't need a seat at their table. They tried to write me out, so I rewrote the ending.